Hi and welcome to the Zone. This is the Fantasy Football Zone, your home for everything fantasy football. My name is Dennis Musau.
The ideal guy, Mark Leon Kabale. For all the fantasy football fans, this is the show for you.
And here's what we have lined up on our show for you today. Game Week 2 review. We discuss the kings and garbage of Game Week 2. Chip conundrum. We discuss whether to wildcard or not. Also, we'll be looking at Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. To keep or to sell. Stay tuned for this and so much more.
We'd love to say a big thank you to each and every one of you for the support that you have shown us thus far. You've subscribed, you've liked our content, you've engaged with us on our social media platforms. Please keep on doing that. If you've not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do so. Hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to get notifications whenever we upload new content. So please do so immediately.
Alright, today we have the privilege of having with us one of our FFZ mini league managers. He manages a team by the name Arsenal FC. Introduce yourself.
Yes, thank you so much for having me on the show.
Karibu.
Yeah, my name is Arnold Lihondo, and I'm very excited to be on the show today.
Fantastic. Gentlemen, Game Week 2 was a goal fest, to say the least.
Yeah.
44 goals, record breaking, right? Let's start with the kings of the Game Week. Who are the players that stood out this Game Week for you?
Well, for my team,
Yeah.
I had Wilfred Zaha.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a standout performer in this game week.
How many points?
Against Man United, 15 points.
15 points. Who would
Against
have
Man
thought?
United, who would have thought? Exactly. Everyone thought that would be a Palace thrashing.
Yeah.
But they
To be honest,
surprised us.
I thought that much. That's why I brought in Martial,
Martial.
hoping that Martial will give me some good points. I fell face flat.
I'm very glad it did not pay off.
Okay, so Wilfred Zaha?
So I had Wilfred Zaha, and also another standout performer. I had, even though they lost,
Yeah.
Alexander Mitrovic
Yeah.
showed us that he got himself into some really good goal scoring positions, and he ended up
Gave you a
with
brace.
12 points.
Yeah. Alright. Stand-up performance for
I mean,
you?
it's interesting you mentioned Mitrovic. He was on my bench.
It was on your
That was crazy. I actually expected him to be thrashed.
Actually, you benched him for Che Adams, right?
Who missed all his chances.
So I benched a 12-pointer and got a 1 point. The one got me one. Oh, it's crazy. I mean, anyways.
Okay.
For me, the king was Son.
Yeah.
So at least he got me the 24 points.
At least you had that.
At least I had that in my team.
Okay.
That consoled and soothed my heart.
A bit.
Yeah.
Alright, I think for me then I was the most lucky of the three of us.
Yeah.
I had 3 kings in my team. I had Emi Martinez with a 12-point haul. Was it 12 or 13-point haul? Yeah. Heung-min Son was the standout, 24 points.
Yeah.
I also had Alexander Mitrovic for that 12-point haul. It was a fairly good game week for me.
Definitely.
Yeah. Basically, out of those, there were many standout performers.
Yeah.
We had Dominic Calvert-Lewin with a hat-trick against West Brom.
Yeah.
In that match, also Richarlison got a hat-trick of assists.
Yeah.
Right? Who else?
Neil Maupay against Newcastle.
Yeah.
Had a brace,
16 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even the keepers, Alisson.
Oh yeah, Alisson also
saved
got
the penalty.
Yeah.
14 points.
Yeah.
14 points.
Yeah.
Any other we are forgetting? Patrick Bamford.
Yeah.
14 points.
Yeah.
Wow.
Stand-up performances from people.
Yeah, interesting game week for sure.
Yeah.
Who is the standout, the ultimate king of game week 2?
How can you look aside? Aside.
It's only he votes for himself.
Not the son of man, but the son of God. Son of Cain. Son. Son definitely.
Okay, Heung-min Son stands out as the king of game week 2.
Yeah.
Alright, let's flip the script. The garbage of game week.
Garbage.
Right?
There's so much garbage.
Many options to pick from, right?
A lot.
Okay.
More than enough.
More than enough. Let's
I
start with
think
you.
for my team, it was Timo Werner.
Yeah.
I mean, for his price point, what is it? 8.5 million.
9.5.
9.5 million.
Yeah.
I mean, no assists.
Yeah.
Although it was almost an assist until Jorginho went and missed the penalty. But yeah, he was the garbage for me on my team.
Yeah, you were expecting at least something.
At least a goal maybe.
Okay.
For his threat, even though
He tried. He
Yeah,
tried.
he
At
had
least he
chances.
tried. At least he tried.
He tried.
Okay.
I mean, for me,
Garbage
it's
big boy.
absolute garbage
Yeah.
from Mark Doherty. How is this guy even like an FPL legend in that sense? I mean, he got me
At 6 million?
at
Yeah.
6 million.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get me 0 points. It's impossible.
While Konsa is giving out 15 points.
A double hole.
And again, out of Tottenham thrashing someone 5.
Yeah.
He was it.
How does Doherty not
Especially an
miss-
attack-minded fullback.
Yeah, how does he miss out on the action? So
Yeah.
for me, I think garbage Doherty.
Okay, I think mine is the pick of the bunch.
Yeah.
Mr. John Egan in that Sheffield midfield.
Absolute
He
garbage.
cost me a big time.
Defense.
Yeah, defense. Oh, sorry, defense. Yeah.
Yeah.
-2 was the basically the results he brought home for me.
Yeah.
To be honest, how I'm going to deal with John Egan. He'll be lucky if he find himself in my team anytime this year.
Yeah, I also had him on the bench.
Yeah.
I'm glad he was.
At least you benched him. At least this time you had someone good in the bench.
So I benched a good and a bad.
Yeah.
So definitely he's also part of the garbage that I'm looking at shipping
Getting
out.
rid of.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess so. Who takes it? Who is the ultimate garbage of game week 2? To be honest, we can't look further than John Egan.
Definitely.
Yes, there are more red cards.
Yeah.
Bissouma got a red card. Kieran Gibbs got a red card.
Yeah.
But you see, most of the managers don't have those people in their
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah.
So
Egan was the most owned defender in that Chelsea
Yeah.
defense.
Team. Yeah. So definitely.
I mean, to
he
get
takes-
a red card at that early stage in
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
So
although to be fair, the decision was harsh. It really wasn't a genuine red card.
clear red.
When you looked at the analysis, you could see that it was a harsh decision.
Alright.
Nonetheless,
Good
John Egan, garbage of game week 2.
What do you
Yeah.
give him? You don't give him a crown. You give him what the bean.
I think we should do we're beating John Egan.
Definitely.
All right, so how you finished the game week with how many points?
I took home 70 points. Yeah.
70, not
Yeah,
bad.
70 points.
Especially because you didn't have
I
Women's
didn't have any of those two big hitters.
Yeah. And Calvert-Lewin and Harry Kane.
Yeah.
70 is a
70.
good return.
Not something to write on, but a good performance overall.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had 79 points, so you see.
Okay.
And I had women, so so
Not foul.
not far.
I think out of the panel today, I'm the garbage. Yeah, I got myself a good 53 points.
53, but that's not good.
That's
That's
below
not-
average.
So you get a beat.
Below average. I think I also get a beat this week. But yeah, I've not lost hope.
Yeah.
I'm still going. I'm still looking to go up
Okay.
soon.
Fantastic. There's always hope in Fantasy Premier League.
Yeah,
Alright, that was the review for game week 2.
yeah.
Alright. So, another opportunity for us to rearrange our teams and hopefully tweak here and then, hopefully get some good results.
Yeah.
Game week 3 is upon us, right?
Yeah.
Before we even go much further, let's look at what we have on the menu for game week 3. On Saturday, Brighton Hove Albion play host to the wounded Manchester United team for our early fixture. This will be followed by the battle of the in-form teams, Crystal Palace playing host to Everton FC. Later, West Brom Albion will be looking to earn their first points against Chelsea. And for our last fixture of Saturday, Burnley will be at home against Southampton. On Sunday, the Blades kick off the game week against the free-scoring Leeds United. This will be followed by the 4-star team Tottenham Hotspur facing off against Newcastle. Later on, Manchester City play host to Jamie Vardy's Leicester City. And for our last fixture of Sunday, West Ham United at home against Wolves. On Monday, Fulham play host to Aston Villa. And for our big fixture of the game week, Liverpool will host Arsenal at Anfield Stadium. Let the games begin. So those are the fixtures, the lineup, the buffet,
Yeah.
right? What will you be having, I know, from those fixtures?
I mean, on paper those fixtures look really difficult. Yeah, but I'm looking at that Southampton Burnley game.
Yeah.
I feel like Danny Ings for me in that game, someone who has something to prove.
Yeah.
Especially
Against his
because
former club.
his former club,
Yeah.
especially. And considering they haven't really had the best start in the
Yeah.
season, lost the first match, also the second,
Yeah.
although he had 2 goals.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting him to be someone to look out for in that fixture.
Yeah.
Especially because also Burnley are just coming into the league.
Yeah.
They still, I'm not sure if they have that, they're fully fit.
Yeah.
Fresh.
So definitely Danny Ings.
Okay, Danny Ings for sure. We can't write off Danny Ings.
Yeah.
In that Burnley team also, they looked very good last game.
Yeah.
Chris Wood
Chris
got himself into some nice positions.
Yeah.
Got a goal, hit the post.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it will not be an easy game,
Yeah.
but definitely okay.
But also my main pick, mainly my main guy
Yeah.
for this game week, it is Richarlison in
Yeah.
that Palace Everton game.
Your player to watch.
My player to watch,
Mhm.
definitely. An interesting game.
An interesting pick, Richarlison.
Yeah.
Because all the fuss is about
Calvert,
Calvert-Lewin and
James
James
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
So he's the outside the box player.
Yeah.
So I think considering he had 3 assists in that game,
Yeah.
got himself into some really good
Caused a
positions to
lot
score,
of problems.
A lot of problems in
Yeah.
that flank.
Yeah.
So that Palace defense also, it's not really convincing,
Yeah.
especially with Koyate there. I think Richarlison could
Might be the man this game.
Yeah.
That's an interesting pick because again these are 2 forwards in
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
But you have to look at the price per million. One is
7.2.
7.2 million.
The
Calvert-Lewin.
other is 8.
Yeah, another is 8. So
Yeah.
really, it's an interesting pick. But I think he showed that he has the potential to produce points.
Yeah.
Richarlison. So possibly he could actually now be the one racking up the goals this time from Everton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who are you looking at in terms of player to watch?
Yeah, I mean the players to watch are really interesting. I'm liking the fixture of Brighton Man United.
Yeah.
I think these are the 2 teams that
Are Man United the underdogs? That fixture.
They could possibly
possibly be the underdogs,
Yeah.
especially after coming off from a defeat at the Old Trafford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
And
Their
expected-
old boy.
Wilfred
Zaha.
Wilfred Zaha.
Yeah.
I think this Man United and Brighton fixture is an interesting one, especially looking from the back of Brighton coming off a 3-0 win away.
Yeah.
I think
Confidence booster.
the confidence is definitely through the roof,
Yeah.
and I'm considering having probably Neil Maupay in this category as a player to actually watch. Bagging 2 goals in the previous game.
Yeah.
I think at home as well, he's a really good pick to shout out for.
Yeah.
But I mean, the kid Lamptey.
Hey, Tariq
Definitely.
Lamptey.
Lamptey.
He's so impressive.
He's doing a fantastic job.
He's so impressive.
Yeah.
19-year-old. He's
Yeah.
playing
He's
like
poised to
a
have a
star.
really good season.
Maturity,
Yeah.
Yeah.
maturity, and again, I think this game possibly could not produce a clean sheet.
Yeah.
If it does, it will be a good surprise.
Yeah.
But I think attacking returns, Lamptey may as well produce some attacking returns.
Yeah.
I
It
mean-
will be an interesting evening for Luke Shaw.
Definitely. I'm not sure if he can handle that pace.
Yes.
No,
But
Lamptey
we'll see.
is a menace. He's a menace.
He's a menace.
Yeah.
But again, Man United is not bad. You
Yeah.
see, everyone is looking at.
We can't write them off.
We can't write them
so
off.
early.
Definitely, because they're already top contenders for the top 4 this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't write off the likes of course, big shouts in Man United are the Bruno Fernandes, Greenwood, and Rashford
Martial.
and Martial.
Yeah.
But I think the new guy,
Like it.
Van der Beek, I think Van der Beek has something to actually show.
Yeah.
He came off instant impact off
The
the
goal
bench.
off the bench.
Yeah.
He scored a goal. He was really impressive midweek in the Carabao Cup fixture.
Yeah.
So I think he's one to watch, especially if he starts. Now the thing is, we do not know how that squad is going to be.
Yeah,
rotated.
Ole Gunnar is definitely facing a selection
Yeah,
conundrum in that
Yeah.
midfield.
yeah.
Pogba doesn't look like
He hasn't really
he's
started.
not convincing at this
Yeah.
point in time.
Yeah.
But let's give them time. Maybe
Yeah.
it's the exhaustion, because
Yeah.
the games have been coming in thick and fast.
But it's their first game, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't really call it exhaustion.
Yeah.
Probably,
Maybe from
they
last
didn't
season,
even have
the exhaustion
a
coming from last
convincing
season.
pre-season, so
Yeah.
probably
Yeah, actually
they're
lack of
still
pre-season.
getting into the fitness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So possibly DVD. We call him DVB.
Dominic Van de Beek.
And we have KDB, so we have DVB right now. Yeah.
Right. Okay, for me, to be honest, the fixture that stands out, and it has most of my players to watch, is Man City against Leicester City.
Okay.
Man City at home against Leicester City.
Okay.
And my player to watch is, again, an interesting one. One, you won't hear his name being mentioned so much. Gabriel Jesus, right? I feel like Gabriel Jesus has something to prove, especially this season.
That's right.
He's lucky that Kun Aguero is giving him some time to, get off the blocks, get a head start. When you look at that match against Wolves, I mean, Jesus got himself into some really good positions.
Yeah.
He scored the goal, actually, that broke the record.
Yeah.
And I feel like Jesus is one to look out for.
That's right.
And his price is a bit high, yes, but if he scores the goals, then who's complaining, right? Who's complaining?
It's really interesting if you look at that Man City team.
Yeah.
And you've mentioned something really critical about Aguero not featuring, so I think it's going to give him a bit of that something to prove himself, to fill in those shoes for Aguero. But again, I'm not really certain because he's not getting a lot of supply.
Yeah.
Most of his goals are more or less from him pressing.
Yeah.
We've seen him really pressing high and getting the goal. So I would fancy him, but keen on the price.
On the
price is quite.
No, supply is definitely not the problem.
Yeah.
He's playing with the best of the best.
Yeah.
So let's see what he does.
Yeah.
Also in that same fixture, we can't write off Leicester. I know it's an outside chance that they'll be able to win this match, but they might cause some problems. Of course, Jamie Vardy being Jamie Vardy, we expect maybe he'll get a goal. But then we have this kid, Harvey Barnes.
Yeah.
I mean, he started the season so well.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he'll be able to rise up to the plate, especially in this fixture against Man City. He was a menace in that last game against Burnley. He was causing a lot of problems.
And I also think the fact that James Maddison is
back.
The team, it will push Harvey Barnes more into performing, so that he could book a place in the starting lineup.
Okay, you think they are competing for a position, Harvey Barnes and Maddison?
Probably, because Maddison is usually the creator. I don't know if Brendan Rodgers will choose to sacrifice either Pride.
I think Pride is the sacrificial lamb in that line.
He's been having a good performance.
Yeah, for sure he has.
Yeah.
Okay, let's wait and see how Rodgers deals with that.
Yeah.
But okay, some standout players definitely for us.
But I definitely think our games are thrashing. I think they just.
You think Man City?
They'll just be slapped. A standard Man City mixture.
They could surprise us. You never know.
Leicester.
I stand to be surprised.
I have no hopes with Leicester. They disappointed me last season. That key game against Manchester United, I was hoping that they would rise up to the occasion. They crumbled. I don't think.
I think even that is coming in as a motivation for them
to rise up and show that
considering how they finished when they were kicked off the top 4.
Yeah.
I think they ought to prove something.
If Manchester City want to put the stamp that they're actually here to contend for the title, I think these are some of the games that they need to
actually pick up points.
So it's an interesting game.
Okay, interesting fixtures. Mouth-watering. We're expecting mouth-watering matches to play out basically in this game week 3. Those are more or less our players to watch, and you can let us know what you think about the players that we've put up as players to watch for game week 3. Okay, so we've seen the fixtures, we've seen the players to watch. Now let's look at the differentials, right? Ideally, differentials are players who are not popular in terms of the selection, below 10%.
That's right.
Who are we looking at as possible differentials for game week 3?
I mean, the differentials, there's quite a lot to look at in the spectrum of FPL. But I mean, if you would love to look at the likes of Podence. Podence is quite an asset, especially from that right wing of Wolves. I think he's really gunning for a number. Now, the thing with Podence is the signing of Nelson Semedo. What does that do? That shows that Traore could go up front. Does that mean that Podence could necessarily not be picked or selected? I think, but I think Podence for this.
He proved himself.
He proved himself.
Brilliant nutmeg against against the goal for Jimenez.
Definitely.
Okay, Podence with an outside shot.
Podence puts out Nani. Neto
Yeah.
in that right wing. So I don't think
he's preferred to
starting
Neto.
is not an issue for
Okay.
him. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, interesting.
That's a good pick.
Yeah. Another one,
So,
possible differential?
I'm definitely looking at that Man City team.
Yeah.
They're the standout names.
Yeah.
The KDBs,
Yeah.
the Fodens.
Well, KDB is not a differential.
That's why I said the
Yeah.
standout names.
Yeah.
But for a differential, I'm looking at Raheem Sterling.
Yeah.
It's shocking how not very many managers are going for him.
It is
I
shocking.
mean,
5.4
5.4% ownership.
I think by the time the game week is starting, that ownership is gonna go a bit high.
Probably,
Hmm?
we hope so. I hope not.
Sterling is a differential. Who
Yeah.
would have thought?
Who would have thought Sterling would be a differential?
I think it's because of the array of selection in that midfield.
Definitely.
There's so much to choose from, and it's funny that
And then I think people are also playing it safe. You know, Guardiola
Yeah.
and his Nini,
Pep Roulette.
Pep Roulette, obviously. So
Yeah.
people are
Yeah.
But
just
Sterling
playing
is
it
a
safe.
definite starter, don't you think?
You never know.
Yeah, he came
But I think
he
it's a
came
starter.
off for Ferran. If
Ferran
Ferran
Torres.
competes, but Sterling is a
He's
starter.
definite
Sterling is a starter.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no going about it.
Yeah.
He's definitely someone to look at,
Yeah.
especially in that Leicester team.
Mm.
I'm looking forward to seeing that battle between him and Castagne
Yeah.
on that left wing, and Nani, who is playing centre back right now, Wilfred Ndidi.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they'll be able to handle
To stop Sterling.
Yeah,
Okay, Sterling is a differential. Interesting.
definitely.
I know Sterling is always one game away from the next hat-trick.
Yeah.
And soon will regret not having that.
Yeah.
But okay, Sterling.
I hope his price
watch
gets
out
down a
for.
bit, especially not. But he had an assist, so
Yeah.
yeah, definitely may not go down.
It's probably going to go higher.
Go higher.
But even
Yeah.
if it goes down, it's not what you would expect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, another differential that I'm looking at, an outside chance again, Mr. Mikel Antonio.
Alright.
In that West Ham team,
Mhm.
I think they've been a bit unlucky
Yeah.
against Arsenal, especially.
They
They
were.
deserved to come out
They
of
were the
that game
better
with
team.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Antonio got the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at home this time, I feel like it's time for them to respond.
Yeah.
And if West Ham is responding, Antonio is definitely
Definitely,
scoring,
it's going
right?
to be, yeah.
So Mikel Antonio as a potential differential, I feel like he's one we can possibly look
He's
at.
definitely one to look at because again he was rested midweek against the Carabao Cup that they
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
played and Hala Izano played. So I believe he's definitely
Yamalenko starred.
Yeah,
that
Yamalenko definitely started. So definitely we're looking at, of course, now Bowen now that Yamalenko started, but now Antonio definitely is
Yeah.
going to fit into that team.
Although it's a difficult fixture against Wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A very good defense.
A very good defensive
Very
team.
compact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're compact, but again, Antonio is this guy who uses his mass.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bullies those defenders.
Bullies the defenders.
Case in point, Gabriel.
Yeah, so I think it's a very good shout, especially. But I mean, can you not talk about and mention Wood?
Yeah, Chris Wood.
Definitely.
Yeah, one somewhere there, he falls
Yeah.
somewhere there.
His ownership is
Yeah.
definitely within differential starters.
Yeah.
Let's see how he performs. Chris
Yeah.
Wood.
Yeah.
To be honest, the options are too many.
They're
So
very-
there's
most of
always-
these players just have to take a risk.
Yeah.
And by
Hope for the
God's
best.
grace, you're the only one with that player, and he scores a hat trick.
Yeah.
In his glorious days, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so those are more or less our differential players for game week 3, or rather the players that we expect to have an exceptional game week and who are least owned or less popular in some of our mini league teams, right?
Yeah.
So let us know what you think about our differential players for game week 3. All right, to the big one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's talk about captain picks. Before we even look at potential captain picks, there's a discussion that's already on the table.
Yeah.
Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who was most captain player of game week 2 with over 2 million managers, right?
Including all of us.
Including all of us, right?
Yeah.
Game week 3, lo and behold, most sold player, right? Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Quite unfortunate.
What do you make of that?
I think, to a sense, I think people are justified
Yeah.
because I feel like they're losing patience, especially at his price point.
Yeah.
The other players were outperforming him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
I think
way cheaper.
way cheaper, yes, definitely. So I think, it's definitely something to consider, but I wouldn't rush into the decision.
Yeah. Okay, I think fixture is also playing a part into this decision.
Exactly.
He's away at Anfield for game week 3.
There's actually a very interesting and a crazy run of fixtures for Arsenal in the next few weeks. They've got Liverpool, they've got Sheffield, they've got Man City somewhere there.
Got
You know,
United,
they've got
Sheffield.
there's Leicester there. So all those games look like as if there's no hope for Oba. But this is one thing about this Arsenal team. This Arsenal team has been built and structured around him, but also to play against the big teams that they sit back, break on the counter, and definitely at the end of those counters is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So I think be patient with him.
Okay, I'm one of those who's losing faith. To be honest, in fantasy, we can't allow to be emotional. There's no room to be emotional about these people. Okay, so now that Oba is out in most of the teams, captain picks. Who are the favorite captain picks for game week 3? Who are we looking at, or who is basically being mentioned as favorite for captain?
I mean, many people are moving over from the teams to bring in KDB. So definitely
for good reason.
For good reason.
Yeah.
KDB, and again he's at home against Leicester, so it makes perfect sense, and he's cheaper by 5 million. I mean 0.5 million. So I think that's quite
which you can spend elsewhere.
Definitely.
And he also starred in his first game, so which not many people expected. So I think it's justified.
Okay. So KDB as a potential captain.
Shout out.
Will you be switching over for KDB?
Not now.
Okay.
Not now. I know why not now is because I do not have enough money, and I do not want to remove Oba because I know the potential that Oba can bring.
You're keeping the faith.
I'm keeping the faith, and I trust he's gonna pay.
Okay. Captain pick. Who are you looking at?
I'm looking at Salah. He's at home. We all know what that Salah does at home.
Clearly.
First game at home, hat-trick. Unfortunately, I was not in there again. So I'm definitely looking at him. I'm looking to jump into the bandwagon.
Because you had the money in your team.
I had money. I'm switching them. And probably taking the.
You don't think you'll regret that decision?
I doubt it.
Money scores the game this game.
I doubt it. I had him. He played this year. So I think I'm definitely going to Salah.
Salah is a potential captain.
Salah is a potential captain.
Salah at home, definitely.
Okay, there are many options. People with outside chance of being a captain. We are calling them differential captains. Let's talk about Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Do you think he's captain material at this point? 2 game weeks, he has brought in the goods.
He has 4 goals already.
Do you think he's a captain shout?
DCL. I mean DCL. I don't know. I think it's one of those that he's on form. But I'm probably gonna wait, especially because he's playing away, right? He's playing away. I'm a bit skeptical. I know that is one that could punish. And there's a good price point, 7.2. But
too risky.
Too risky.
Okay, the obvious ones: Harry Kane and Williamson. Either of the two, right? They had a wonderful performance. This time they're at home against Newcastle, right?
Who just lost.
Surely. Captain pick: Harry Kane, Williamson. What do you think?
I'd definitely consider it, though I don't have them on my team.
Okay. You're not planning to get any of them?
Not really.
Okay.
Their price range is beyond my reach.
Okay.
But there are definitely people to look at.
I mean, Son or Kane. I have Son in my team. I'm feeling bad. I had Kane in my team in my actual draft, but I removed him because of the price point. And now he's looking like he's actually looking to bag the goals. This Southampton game that they played, Southampton was playing such a high line that allowed Kane to drop deeper so that Son could make the runs in behind. I do not think that Newcastle, especially away, are going to maintain a high line. I think they're going to sit back. What does that mean? Son is going to have to go looking for the ball and try to get it to Harry Kane in the middle of the park. So I don't think Kane is going to drop deeper. So I think he's going to just be waiting for those balls to come in.
So you're backing Harry Kane?
I'm backing Harry Kane, but I think for me, I can't afford him. So probably it could be Son.
Okay. Interesting. Also, there's this guy, Mitrovic. Mitrovic as a potential captain, what do you think?
I think Mitrovic is definitely one to look at because, I mean, I have him in my team. I honestly think that this game, he may, even if they do not win at home, But I think Mitrovic is going to have a good game week.
Yeah.
And he's the top scorer from last season's championship. I think
He has the pedigree.
he's looking to actually, kind of bring that form into this season.
Yeah.
But he's a shout out and a possible captain pick for my team.
Very risky.
Even if I
Very
bench him,
risky.
even if I bench him.
Villa,
Yeah.
Villa weren't
I
really
guess,
convincing also in that win against Sheffield.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though they have an array of attacking talent,
Yeah.
they weren't really convincing. So I feel like
Mitrovic
Mitrovic
can-
could be, but
That's
that's
very risky.
it is not
I'm
one
not that
I'm
brave.
willing to take.
And Villa won that game. And Villa won that game from the, first of all, a red card
Yeah.
that came through and a penalty that was saved
Yeah.
as well. So yeah, I think
Okay.
no,
For
don't
the
write
brave
him off.
ones?
Don't write him
For
off.
the brave ones,
Agree.
Mitrovic.
Definitely
Okay,
down
so
to-
okay, down to the wire.
Yeah.
Who are you captaining for game week 3?
I do not have enough money to
Yeah.
bring in the likes,
The favourites.
the favorites.
Yeah.
But I think I'm definitely gonna go with Son.
Yeah.
That decision could change last minute to Mitrovic, but
Yeah.
Son it is.
Okay, Son. To be honest, for me, I have the money, so I'm bringing in KDB
All right.
as a potential captain.
So you're taking out Oba.
Unfortunately,
All right.
unfortunately,
I hope that decision doesn't punish you.
I hope so too.
For me, definitely, it's a battle between Aubameyang and Salah.
Yeah.
But I'm leaning most towards Salah,
Salah.
considering he's at
You're
home.
betting
And he's-
against your own team.
Definitely,
Okay.
unfortunately. He has a record against us.
All right.
Yeah.
Salah, Kevin De Bruyne, and who
Son
Son.
Heung-min.
I mean, Son.
Yeah.
Please let us know between the differentials and the top picks
Yeah.
who are gonna be your captain picks for this week. Write down in the comment section.
Okay. Before we finish the show, there's one critical point that we have to talk about.
Yeah.
Wildcard, right?
Yeah.
Game week 2 has brought forth a lot of confusion, right?
Definitely.
So many players outplayed themselves,
Yeah.
right? And many of us FPL managers are feeling like we are missing out, and we want to find a way to bring them into our teams.
Yeah.
So, simple question: to wildcard or not to wildcard for game week 3? What are you doing?
Personally, I'm considering it because I feel like I'm one of those managers who feel like
You're missing
out. Especially that song and Hurricane.
Yeah.
I missed out on those, so definitely considering it.
Okay.
Yeah.
To wildcard or not?
No. For me, I think I'm gonna be patient.
Yeah.
I've not yet found a big reason in my team to wildcard.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna save it for about game week 10, and so as I assess how the fixtures are unfolding,
Yeah.
there's quite a lot of fixtures actually ahead
Yeah.
for Premier League teams. So that definitely constitutes a lot of rotation. Possibly a few injuries could be picked up along the way.
Yeah.
So I do not want to rush into it and then have to regret the decision later on. I know it's gonna cost me, especially now.
Yeah.
But I think in the long term, it's gonna pay me off. So that at that point when I'm trying to chess up the leagues
Yeah.
and come back again.
That's when you.
you know, yeah.
Use the chip.
That's when I'll drop the chip. Yeah.
Okay. To be honest, I feel you, but as well, I'm thinking about wildcarding.
All right.
This is because I have at least 3 players that I want to transfer out of my team.
Okay.
Egan, Jared Bowen. I also have Saliba in that defense.
Very nice.
And I feel like I want to change.
Okay.
And for me to change those 3, the option is either to take a hit, minus
Wildcard.
8,
Okay.
or wildcard. I'm not entertaining any thoughts of taking a hit this season, you know?
Okay.
My team is already doing so well in most of the mini leagues I'm in. I'm already
You're on form.
in the cream of the crop, right? So I'm definitely going to wildcard, build a team that can sustain me for the next 2-3 game weeks, and then I'll pick it up from there. In terms of injuries and then in the future, we'll deal with the future when it comes.
Now that's an interesting point. That's an interesting point. I think, okay, your approach is good, but again, the approach that I took,
Yeah.
you need to really balance from your team because you have reason to. I do not have
Yeah.
reason.
You don't have
Yeah.
sufficient
So
reason.
it's more or less like a 50-50.
Yeah.
You're sure.
Yeah.
I'm very sure I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see who kind of gets the the ball on this, and that will be proven in the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, for sure, in the long haul.
Yeah.
But if I get 100 points after wildcard, it's a hit. I don't, it doesn't matter. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with us on the show today. Basically, that is what we are looking at for game week 3. We're going to leave you, as always, with a snapshot of how our teams are shaping up for game week 3. You can engage with us on our social media. Twitter especially, we are keen to engage with you guys and just let us know what you think, what are your thoughts, what are the decisions that you're making for game week 3, and we'll be happy to engage with you in that sense. My name is Dennis Musau. I really appreciate your company.
The ideal guy, Mark Leon Cavalli.
And our guest for today,
Arnold Lihondo, and I'm very grateful to have been on the show today.
What a wonderful show. What a wonderful way the league is shaping up so far. Let's see what game week 3 has in store for us. Peace.